Hello, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you are extremely busy. I can see you look like you're in an office. So, for you to actually take time to come and speak to me today, I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you do with Farouk Systems. I know that, this is a company that was founded on like a mere $71, by a man who had a dream, who had ambitions and who had tenacity and wanted to build this hair care empire that it is today. And you are in a leadership position as, one of the most powerful women in the hair industry. Tell us about yourself and how you got to be in this position that you are.
I will. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. So we're practicing our social distancing and safe practices here at Farouk Systems. So I'm very honored to be a part of the company. I met Farouk Shami when I was a very young hairdresser, about 18 years old. He had so much charisma. I met him at a hair show. And he was on this little stage just highlighting hair, doing all this stuff. And it was all bright colors. It was so vivid. And I was like very afraid of hair color, because a lot of times, and many of you women know, you see hair color, it comes out what kind of clear, and you don't have any idea what it's going to look like on your hair, right?
Yeah.
So he was the first to come out with the ammonia-free lightning system called Sunglitz. So this was based off the color wheel. It's very visual. So if you put blue on your hair, it's going to neutralize the orange, and I would end up with a great blonde. So I got so excited. I stayed. I watched him. I took it back to the salon. The salon I worked at that time had 8 salons, so they immediately brought it in. And after that, I was following this man around the country everywhere he could go. I was shampooing for him, an assistant. Went on to be a platform artist, traveled the world, and currently my role is president of innovation. So I get to work with him every day, creating formulations, working on new tool concepts, and just kind of, doing everything that he has. Lately, we are working on our hand sanitizers. So
Yes, I have that.
our Chi version.
Of course, there it is. I got mine too.
Yep, and we have our BioSilk version as well.
And I have that too.
So that's our latest that we're working on, innovation. But why is it so great? Because we are using organic aloe that we farm ourselves. And so I like to say sometimes, how the trend is farm to table. We have farm to hair. In this case, it's farm to hand, health and care. Yep. So putting out great products. That's my current role.
Yeah, I absolutely love that because here's why. I grew up in a village where there was a lot of aloe around. So we used aloe vera a lot, and my grandmother used to speak about its healing powers, figuratively speaking, of course, but, spoke so highly of it and people in the village used it a lot. So that's why I gravitated towards it so much. And I guess that's what makes it special and different from other sanitizers as well.
I have a special guest for you. Hold on. He just came in. Come say hello. We're doing an interview. We've got Miss Universe on the line right now. So so look at who we got here to say hello to you.
Hi. Oh my goodness. How are you?
Hey, you. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Last time I saw you was December on a stage. That was very crazy.
Are you in New York City?
Yes, I'm in New York City in my bedroom, practicing social distancing, doing work from my desk, from my couch, but doing what we can to flatten the curve. It's so good to see you.
God bless you and save you all.
I got a gift from you.
You saw the aloe, that's came in handy. I'm glad, we could serve the community in the United States of America, saving lives, thank God.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're very excited about that.
Thank you so much for your work.
Thank you. God bless you.
Appreciated. Thank you
for stopping by.
That was a nice surprise. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Yeah, I've been telling you, we're keeping busy here working. This is the next thing was we are working on our own masks because we do see that this is going to be something that in the hair salons, particularly as we ramp back up and go back to work, our barbers and our hairdressers have to protect themselves too, right?
Absolutely. Speaking of these hand sanitizers, how did you quickly get FDA approved? Because you literally moved from here and you were able to get these. How did that happen?
So, that was very easy thanks to our legal team. They were on top of it. So we got our formulation, and because we're utilizing a formulation that's already approved by the FDA, that helped to expedite. So that was much quicker right now in order to get our FDA approval. It took us about, I would say, a week to 10 days to get our FDA approval. And we're currently working on more. This is kind of going to open up a new business for us, which we're going to call Health and Care. We're working on other additions to this as well. Antibacterial soap with aloe, our organic farmed aloe. We are working on a spray sanitizer version as well that you can easily use to clean, your phones. You can clean, your hands easily. We're working on antibacterial shampoo and conditioner, body lotions. So we're kind of ramping up, and we're entering a new business as well, at the same time helping people out.
Yeah, staying innovative and being purposeful at the same time.
Yes.
Speaking of helping people out, and Farouk just said about giving back, I heard that he made a large donation to Houston. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so Farouk is always so generous, and I have to say I've personally witnessed this over the years. Whenever there is a disaster or something that happens in the community, like when we did Harvey or any other things, it's always priority first. The first thing we're going to always do is ship to our local community, the people that need. So the first thing we did when we ramped up production, we did $1 million worth of hand sanitizers to the city of Houston. And went out and gave that to our mayor here. That's going out to all the first responders, people in the city of Houston who they needed out to have that out for their workers as well. We've done donations as well to Fort Bend County. We've done several to certain areas of the police department, areas around Houston. We've also done donations working with different hospitals around the United States. So we've had nurses, different people reach out to us. We handle them all on a case-by-case basis. And I love this about Farouk. You don't see us blasted out every time, but there is a lot more people that we've donated to that we're working with some nurses right now. We're sending some to New York. As a matter of fact, I had a doctor reach out to me and ask. So we're sending some to that doctor as well. Said, "Hey, can I get some for my personal team?" And so we're going to be sending that out to doctors and nurses as well. So we're doing our best to help the community, get to our first responders and the people that, are on the front lines. And we're very just honored. I actually get a little emotional. We're just very honored that we can help them in any way they can, because they're truly helping us right now.
Absolutely. I love that. Is so heartwarming to me to have the things that you have and knowing that, people out there need the help and being able to give it. It just gives me an impression that the company is such a close-knit family. How are you keeping in touch with them during this time? Do you guys have any kind of digital community? How are you guys staying in touch?
So we're doing lots of things. So just like the Zoom meeting. So we started working from home. A lot of our marketing teams, people that could socially distance, started working. We've been home actually 3 weeks. And this is the first week some of us are starting to slowly come back in, just different things that we're working on. So we were doing Zoom meetings. The other thing we're doing is we're ramping up our chi.com pages, reaching out through webinars, reaching out to hairdressers. So at the same time, we're continuing the education. One of the things that really has hit very home to us is the fact that hair salons and barbershops are closed. So our community is hurting right now. They're out of work. My own personal family is in this. My son owns a barbershop. I've got a niece that is a hairdresser. My daughter's a lash technician. I got another niece that's an esthetician. Everybody's out of work. All of our educators. So we're just ramping up and trying to do our best to reach out, bring them together. We started a hashtag Chi at Home. We're encouraging them to share their own tutorials, what they're doing at home. It's really great to watch our hairdressers. They've gone from, working on clients and doing tutorials that they're doing their own hair at home. They're doing their mannequin. They're doing the husband. So we're doing our best to just stay connected as a community and just let them know that we're here for them.
I absolutely love that. We have a community of our own as well, hashtag Universe United, where we kind of do a similar thing, having people, join us, letting us into their lives, sharing their stories, their day-to-days, what they get up to. So it kind of sounds very familiar. Can our Universe United people join your community? Like how can they do it? How can they be a part of the Chi family?
Oh, we would love them to be a part of our family. So I do have some of my team members here as well. So I think it's as simple as maybe we just use the same hashtags. We can send out your hashtags. We could do an e-blast to all of our educators and say, hey, we have another family that would like to join us, and we can just start sharing hashtags, and you guys could do the same to your community. And I think people would love that. And you know, all the Chi hairdressers, how much we love the Miss Universe organization. We love the fact of empowering women and helping women succeed at their dreams. So I know our hairdressers would love to reach out, and we're social people. They're all dying. They're like, we need engagement.
We need to see what's happening out there in the world. We will definitely be joining your hashtag. I'd love to see all these different hairstyles and just people, you know, getting creative and just keeping myself entertained as well. So thank you so much. Is there any message that you want to give out there to people listening? Because people are going to be watching this interview.
Yeah, I just want to let people know that at this time, we know we're separated, we're socially distanced, but yet I think the good thing that we're seeing is how people are coming together. You know, I feel like out of everything bad, there's good that comes. So you see that society, people are becoming more nicer to each other, friendlier to each other. And we just want to help be a part of that and have those type of conversations and support our hairdressers. Also to all the clients out there, please, if any of your community is watching, please wait for your hairdressers. Wait till they go back to work. We know the salons are going to be busy again, but everybody's missing our clients, and I'm sure they're missing their hairdressers too. So let's stay connected. Let's talk more.
Lisa Marie, thank you so much for joining me today. Please remind us again of the hashtag that we can use to keep in touch with the Chi family.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And it is Chi from home. So we look forward to you guys joining our community.
Of course, we definitely will. Thank you so much. It was so lovely to speak to you. I will be catching you on your hashtag and just keeping up with beautiful hair stories and just beautiful hairstylists. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great to see you as always.